more you know of God's word, the more his standards become clear. It's like God's word zooms in on the soul, like a microscope. The company Nikon, they make cameras. They have all kinds of photography competitions every year, and one of them is called the Small World Competition. And so I was looking into that this week, and what you do in the Small World Competition is you zoom in on an image, and you can zoom in 5 times, 10 times, 50 times, 100 times, 1,000 times. And when you look at these images, at first, sometimes you don't even know exactly what you're looking at. It's zoomed in so close, you say, what am I even looking at here? And then you see what it is. And so here are a few of the award-winning pictures from this competition. So this is a mosquito. He's looking good. Male mosquito, having a good hair day, obviously. And then you have the next picture here. Does anyone know what this is? This is a tiny patch of a butterfly. Tiny little patch of a butterfly wing. And then you have the eye of a beetle. Here's the eye of a beetle, zoomed in real close. And then you have, if you want to go to the next picture, here it is. This is the eye of a bumblebee with pollen on it. If you want to go to the next picture here, this is a common house spider. They're probably in your house, in case you're wondering, but these are kind of small. This is the retina nerve of a mouse, zoomed in on like 100 times. It's incredible. This is a Washington, D.C. politician, I heard. I'm just kidding. It's an ant. That was a joke, people. It was an ant. This is an ant. And then here, anyone know what this is? This is cow poop. This is cow poop zoomed in on. This is what cow poop looks like. Won a lot of awards, actually. It's kind of interesting. But as you zoom in on things, some things get more beautiful and some things get scarier. Now, what happens when God's word zooms in on the human heart? Does it get more beautiful or does it get scarier? The answer is it gets scarier. And so the Apostle Paul has this experience, and here's his experience. The more of God's word he learns, the more he realizes it's good. It's good. So the more of God's word you learn, you're like, exactly right. No other gods before me. Do not lie. Tell the truth. No murder, no adultery, no coveting. Like it just becomes crystal clear that God's word is right and good and leads to human flourishing. At the same time, as God's word zooms in on the soul, you begin to see the sinfulness of the heart. Romans 8:7 says, the mindset of the flesh is hostile to God. And this is true of Osama bin Laden, this is true of Hitler, and it's true of your grandma. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If they're a human being, the flesh in them is hostile to God. Hostile. Nobody naturally loves God. No one. That hostility might look really religious, or it might look like killing tons of people. But the mindset of the flesh is hostile to God because it does not submit to God's law. Indeed, it is unable to do so. The flesh will never submit to God.